Welcome to 60 seconds per frame. We're now in season 2 already of 60 SPF after a very successful season 1. Thanks to everyone who watched and supported season 1, our full 9 videos. We were aiming for 10, but the last one didn't work out so well. In season 2, you'll still get every Monday evening at 6 p.m. a 60-second video explaining a concept of photography. And on top of that, in season 2, we'll have longer format videos going more in-depth and showing you some behind the scenes of when we work. Today, we're exploring 3 concepts working together: shutter speed, aperture, and ISO that we explained in season 1 and telling you the relationship between them today. My name is Nicholas Belliveau, and this is the exposure triangle. Shutter speed, aperture, and ISO are 3 of the settings that affect the exposure of your images. They work together to determine the amount of light you'll have in your image. Understanding the relationship between them is crucial because if you want to have one setting for aesthetic purposes, you need to know how to adjust the other settings to keep the same exposure. Think of a seesaw. When one side goes up, the other side must go down to maintain the same exposure. This is the relationship between shutter speed and aperture. Take this image at 1/500th of a second at 5.6. To keep the same exposure, if I raise shutter speed, I need to lower aperture by the same amount. ISO will also play the same role. Keeping aperture the same, we can raise shutter speed and lower ISO. Or keeping shutter speed the same, raising aperture and lowering ISO, or vice versa. As aperture and shutter speed not only affect exposure but also the aesthetic look of the images, these should be set first and then compensate with ISO. That was 60 seconds. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. We worked really hard to bring you a great season 2, so make sure you check us out next Monday at 6 p.m. where we'll be exploring a topic that a lot of people struggle with: white balance. So make sure you check that out, and in the meantime, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great week.